today we're going to be painting a winter hat. Now the winter hat that you have is a different shape. It has a spot where you can glue the pom-pom easier, and it also has a band on the bottom that we could have some fun with colors and all that fun stuff. So what we're going to do first, you have a whole bunch of paints. You could open them. You could use whatever colors you want. For the bigger thing first, I am going to paint mine all different kinds of greens. So I'm going to start with some teal. With the paint pots, you might want to just mix them up. Sometimes that's easier. So I'm going to make the hat portion teal. I'm going to leave a little room on the bottom that represents like that strip on the bottom that's a different color. That can be a different color on your hat. So I am just going to paint it all, including the sides. And I am going to put about 2 coats on it. Second coat is still wet, I'm going to add some almost like a shadow on the left and the right side. I'm going to use that. I was using my bigger brush before. Now I'm going to use my smaller brush. And I am just using that blue shade, and I'm going to add a line of blue pretty much on each side. And then just for something different, I'm just going to blend it with my big brush. That just gives a little different look to the hat. So the edge has like a little blue tint, and I'm just blending with my big brush. Well, that is drying. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll paint this. I'm going to paint my little heart. I'm gonna do it green. And you'll probably need like 2 coats. And you could do whatever color you want. These are just acrylic paints, so I like to protect my table. My heart. I'm going to leave that aside. I'm going to wash my brush. And I'm going to do the bottom of that hat with a light blue, with a light green. And you could mix these colors too. And I'm just going to do that bottom stripe of that winter hat, just a slightly different color. I'm using my bigger brush, but you might want to use a smaller brush to get that line nice. Don't forget to do your edges as well. So while that's drying a little bit, I'm gonna go back and just put a stripe on that. So while that's drying, I am just going to put a second coat on my heart. Beautiful. Then I'm gonna wash my brushes. Hit the bottom a couple times, make sure they're really clean. And then that bottom stripe of your winter hat, you could do whatever you'd like. I am gonna just add, you could leave it like this too. I'm just gonna add, I actually wanna add a green stripe. I'm gonna take that darker green that I painted my heart with, and I'm just gonna add a little green stripe along the bottom. Now at this point you could add anything you like. You could add polka dots as well. You could add anything, stripes. You can make the top multicolor. It's pretty much, well, you could use whatever you'd like. So once your hat is dry, you're just gonna put a little glue on the back of your heart and pom-pom, and you are ready to go. So I hope you had fun painting this little winter hat with me, and hope you have a great winter.